How is it that for many students, school time is called crunch time? I will tell you why. Procrastination. For those of you who are unaware of procrastination, the definition is as follows. It is the act of unnecessarily postponing decisions or actions. Piers Steele, a business professor from the University of Calgary, noted in a 2007 study, estimates indicate that 80 to 95% of college students engage in procrastination. Approximately 75% of those consider themselves procrastinators, and almost 50% procrastinate consistently and problematically. The Huffington Post Canada shares a graph on the percentages of students that they believe procrastinate. Right here are three pie charts, one showing all students, one showing the number of college students, and one showing high school students. As you can see, that dark blue is the number of students that they believe procrastinate. As you can see, those percentages show a major majority of students procrastinate. I, for one, can relate to these statistics. I know I'm a huge procrastinator, and many of my fellow students that I know say they are as well. Procrastination is something that I've struggled with for the majority of my education. So I've decided to use this speech to find out why this is such an issue for me. I've done some research to inform myself and you why procrastination affects so many students. I will also share ways to stop procrastinating. With the help of solvingprocrastination.com, I have found some reasons that cause people to procrastinate. First off, there is the concept of lack of discipline. The less disciplined a person is, the less likely that assignment or task is going to get done on time. This is a reason why students will procrastinate. Yes, it is. However, it is the one mainly believed by the majority of people to be the only reason. But this causes them to overlook the multitude of other reasons why students procrastinate. One reason that is overlooked is the fear of failure. Fear is a very strong emotion that will make us do things that we will normally not do. Many students fear that they will fail a project they are assigned and will cause them to avoid that task as a whole or push it way down the road. However, it has been proven that some students take this fear and will actually help them motivate. That fear will help them motivate them to complete that task. But for other students, this fear will cause them to feel like they're incapable of completing the task, or that task is insurmountable. And with that, I would like to show you this graph from tech.com that shows how this fear will rise right up until the point that they actually start the activity. Up here, and then you see it will exponentially decrease once they start. So this fear is almost fake in a way, because there shouldn't be any reason to be so fearful of it. Moving forward, another reason that causes procrastination is low self-efficacy. Low self-efficacy refers to an individual's belief of his or own capacity to execute behaviors necessary to produce specific performance attainments. A low self-efficacy will cause students to procrastinate because they believe that they have no chance of even completing this assignment, and they will fail no matter when they start it. So in their mind, they're like, why should I? Why not avoid the task? Why not? Because I'm going to fail it anyway. Sometimes it could just be the way the student was born or the way their brain is programmed. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, also known as ADHD, could be another reason why students procrastinate. ADHD makes it difficult to focus on one thing for an extended amount of time. This can cause a student to get bored of that certain assignment, and they'll decide to hop around to different assignments, but never actually fully completing one. So when that due date rolls around, they're scrambling to get that one done, and they're ADHD kicks in and it becomes very, very difficult for them to do so. A lack of discipline, a fear of failure, low self-efficacy, and ADHD are just scratching the surface on the reasons why students will procrastinate. Procrastination is not just one simple fix. It could be a multitude of things that hold you back from completing a project on time. Now that you know a few reasons for procrastinating, I'm going to share with you some ways to fight procrastination according to edutopia.org. One way is to spread that work out. Don't cram it all into one day. If you, for example, if you have 5 assignments that are all due by the end of the week, do an assignment each day. Do an assignment each day, and by the end of the week, you'll have all those assignments ready to be turned in. Another preventative tactic is to make sure you understand the material that you're working on. Make sure you fully know that topic, because it is extremely difficult to start a project when you do not understand the material that you're doing it on. You have no clue where to even start. Therefore, making it super easy to procrastinate. Once you understand the material, you will be able to think of ways to complete that assignment, and your creativity will get going and your gears will get going. You'll be able to put your head down and get that assignment done. I, for one, am going to use the assignment that I've shared with you today to try and cut down the procrastination that I do. I'm going to try and find the main reason why I procrastinate. What's my main reason? Is it ADHD? Is it low self-efficacy? Is that fear of failure? And then I'm going to use that information and I'm going to try and find a strategy that combats that so I can come back and cut down on my procrastination. I also hope that this information helps out any of my audience, because it is such a common but malicious issue within education. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you have a fantastic day.